I got a question, bonus question for you before we leave. In 5 years, do you think the Yorks will own this team?
That's a good question. Um, I would say yes. I would say yes because
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna.
I think they're gonna sell it.
I know that there's always the plan to try to sell and then do something with the money, but then there's also the legacy of owning it, and the value is so great that the growth that you have is maybe you got into it at some point because you didn't just want to just be a rich guy who owned malls, and you wanted to be a person, you wanted to have an identity. A lot of rich people are like, they own sports teams so they can have that identity, so you're not just another anonymous rich guy. I mean, who cared at all about Joe Lacob until he bought the Warriors? Right now it's like Joe Lacob
He's a
spoke. What?
sportsman. He's a
Yeah.
sportsman.
Right. And now it's like you're on you graduate to a different level. So I would say there's value in that. And then when you look at the value of the franchise and the growth, now the smart play is to not sell and to enjoy that growth. I mean, the NFL's gone in the last decade from a $10 billion industry to like a $40 billion industry. Why would
That's true.
anybody sell?
Okay, let's try. Let me try to make the case. Jed wants to be a sportsman, like Lacob. But what about the parents? Is the mom aware of what's going on? Is the dad still interested? When are they going to want to cash out? It's still their team somewhat. And what about the sisters? Aren't they involved as well? I know Jed wants to be involved in things. Maybe that's why he's getting involved in European soccer. Maybe he's hearing like, we're going to renovate this stadium. We'll have the Super Bowl and the World Cup, and then we're going to try to sell high on this team before the substation becomes too big of an issue. I mean, it's becoming more and more expensive to run a football team. A good wide receiver costs you $30 million a year. A good quarterback costs you $55 million a year. At what point do they say, you know what? We could sell this franchise for 12 to $15 billion. Joe Lacob wants it. The Guggenheim Group that just bought that owns the Dodgers and just bought the Lakers, they want it. Let's cash out.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers sale has made a lot of owners think about the hitting the mother load and getting out.
And watch how much the Seahawks go for in a few months. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Now that was mandated by his Paul Allen's last wishes that because I don't know if you heard of this. Every penny's going to charity.
Wow,
He is
that's incredible.
He is liquidating everything and giving all of it to charity.
He hated his wife. That's messed up.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I'm sure she's taken care of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That
be
is
surprised. I mean,
that's
naming
big.
out Guido, the CEO, like giving him a little title credit right at the. I wonder. I wonder.
I
I
mean,
wonder.
the growth you can the growth is paper growth that you're not getting to utilize or enjoy, and
Yep.
I'm sure that
Yep.
as you get closer towards the end of life,
Yep.
suddenly it's like, why I've got paper growth, I want to enjoy that, I want to do things with that, and I can't do things with that if I'm tied to this paper growth. It's like
I
maybe
want $15 billion.
at some
Jed, I
point they
love
can
you.
cash out.
Why don't you go run this soccer team? Soccer is even better than football. And you're never going to win a Super Bowl. So go win the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I don't know how passionate they are about owning it. I'm sure though, since the Lakers sale, every big team owner, like big market owner that has an iconic brand like the Niners, are now dreaming that Laker dream, the 50 billion. I mean, it's just a ridiculous amount of money.
Would you think it would be a good thing if Joe Lacob bought the Niners from the Yorks?
Yes.
He'd be a
Yes.
lot different. I bet he'd move the team back to San Francisco in 10 years.
Fitz would be the new play-by-play guy.
Oh!
um,
His son would probably be picking the players. It might not be better. I don't know.
It might be worse. I mean,
It might be
seriously,
worse.
Justinian Jessup and all their
It
terrible.
would be
draft.
hilarious if the Dodgers owned the Niners, though. If Niner fans had to root for a Dodgers-owned team, that would be funny.
Well, it's already happened. Peter Guber owns the Warriors and the
That's true.
Dodgers.
That's true. It's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, that's my show. Thanks for indulging me as you always do. You're the greatest. And thanks for watching, everyone.
Peace.
Peace. Sell the team.